Hi, one of the main new features of Loopy Pro 2 is MIDI looping. I'm going to show you how to set that up. There are lots of ways you can bring MIDI in. I'm going to use this Bluetooth MIDI controller. There's also an on-screen controller, and you can bring in MIDI from another audio unit or even another MIDI loop. Let's keep it simple for now. So I have this turned on and it's paired via Bluetooth. I'm going to add it to my mixer now by pressing the plus button, going to add MIDI, and then I'm going to select the Bluetooth keyboard. There it is. Now we want to send it to a MIDI clip. We don't have any yet, but if we tap the plus in destinations, now we can choose to create a MIDI clip. You'll also see a few other options in there, which we'll cover later on. So when I hit create MIDI clip, it's going to create a new color in the mixer with MIDI at the top. MIDI color channel strips in the mixer should be fairly familiar. They work a lot like the audio ones do. They take input from somewhere and they send it somewhere. Because I created this new MIDI color as part of selecting it as a destination, you'll see it already has my MIDI keyboard selected as its input. And when I record some notes, there they are. Now we need to choose where we want that MIDI to go. The destination of a MIDI color channel is anything that takes the MIDI and does something with it. The most obvious example of that is an audio unit instrument. I'm going to tap the plus button in the destination section for my new MIDI color, and I'm going to select Bleis Monolith, which is a great free synth. Now when I play something, the MIDI is going to go straight through the color channel and into the instrument. Notice that I haven't selected Monolith as a destination of the MIDI keyboard itself. That's because the MIDI is going to go through the color channel to the instrument that way. We don't want to do it in both places, or it'll double up. That setting is controlled by this monitor through configuration in the MIDI color destination for the controller. You can also add MIDI clips first and then hook them up. So I'm in the canvas editor here. I'm just going to remove some of these audio clips, and I can add MIDI clips using this button here. Now I can hook them up in the mixer. I can choose a source by tapping the plus button and then picking a controller. And I can choose the destination the same way I did before, tapping the plus and selecting my audio unit. Remember, the signal flow for each channel strip in the mixer flows from the top to the bottom, from the sources to the destinations. So you can see what's happening. Here we've got the MIDI input, which is my keyboard. It runs into the blue color destination. You can see the blue MIDI channel strip has my controller as its source, and it's running into Bleis as the destination. And the Bleis Monolith channel strip has as its source the blue MIDI, and it's sending its audio to channel 1 and 2 of my audio interface. So now I can record a MIDI loop and it will play back.